name is Trey Hatton.
This is Rob Palacio.
This is going to be a beautiful thing for sure.
And what is the difference? I know it's Vietnamese coffee.
Okay.
Talk to me like I am a child.
Okay, like how old? I'm just kidding.
Like I'm 13.
Okay.
I'm a 13 or 14-year-old.
So what's the difference between like
Vietnamese coffee?
Yeah.
Vietnamese.
Vietnamese.
You know, I've run on saying that. I combine all my words. You talk fast. Vietnamese coffee. What are the notes? What is the difference? Is it a brighter taste? Is it more bitter? Like, what is it?
Okay, that's a really good question. And a lot of people ask us about that. So let me go back in history, okay? So Vietnamese coffee, we use robusta beans, and then we add in chicory. Chicory is like it's like a stem of like a tree, and we grind it. So why do they do that? Because back when there was like a war, we got colonized by a lot of people, like the French and then everyone. But when the French colonized us, they increased the price in coffee, and all the local couldn't afford it. So it was too expensive. Yeah. So people put chicory in the coffee to make it less expensive, right? And chicory is very bitter. So that's why we put condensed milk in it to mask out bitterness.
Oh.
And it somehow became Vietnamese
Yeah,
coffee.
it got popular.
Yeah.
So is that like a filler to like?
The Vietnamese, the condensed milk?
No, the say that word again.
Oh, chicory?
Yeah,
Oh,
chicory.
to make it like, because like, let's say like if you buy like 1 pound of coffee, it would cost like, let's say $100, right?
Okay.
But like if you buy like less than 1 pound and put chicory in it, chicory is really cheap.
Okay.
So they mix it.
So it's a filler.
Yeah. To make
Okay.
it like a lot cheaper
Yeah.
for the locals. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then because it's so bitter, so they mask it off with the condensed milk. And then that became like bitter. And so when you drink Vietnamese coffee, it's like the smoky feeling, bitterness, but also sweet because of the condensed milk. So, and then it became a thing. So now everybody's drinking it.
So hold on, Vietnamese coffee, can you drink it stand alone? Like, could I have a Vietnamese coffee like compressed as an espresso? Like,
Yeah, you can
like
do
in a
it.
shot.
Yeah, you can do that.
Now, is that bitter?
It's really strong and
You
very
shouldn't
bitter.
do it.
No?
You should.
Oh, how I am. No, I'm just trying to get my idea of what it looked like.
Yeah, it's
It-
like really strong if you just do that. But
Oh yeah.
there's
maybe not.
people that do that, you know, like because in Vietnam, like it's super hot. So people would do like just straight up Vietnamese coffee, no condensed milk, but over ice. And then they just sip it throughout the day. But then since it's so hot in Vietnam, the ice will melt and make it kind of like an Americano, you know?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
You making it sound real good right
It's
now.
really good. Yeah.
How did you get into coffee?
Okay, so
Like, how did this come about?
I don't know. This is a really tricky question. So my dad, he opened a store in Vietnam. So like I was born in Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
So my dad opened a store in 1989. That's when I was born. He opened it. He had many jobs. He was
Where was this at?
in Vietnam, but Đà Lạt.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So he had many jobs. And then when they gave birth to me, my mom was like, well, we need like something stable. We can't just like jump jobs, you know? So in Vietnam, it's really cool. Like you have a house and you can open a business there in your
Mhm.
house. You don't need any permits. You just open like whatever you want to open. So he's like, oh, maybe do coffee. So he opened coffee and his shop became really popular. Like it became one of the popular shop in our town. And that was how he made a living. Yeah.
Are
So
you serious?
yeah, so he did that. And then my aunt who fled the country because of the war,
Mm-hmm.
she came here, and I think at that time the government was like, oh, there's this program where you can reunite with your parents or your brother or sister. Who do you want to sponsor? So my aunt sponsored my dad, which is the little brother.
Mm-hmm.
So out of the 6 kids, she picked my dad. And then, but we were so successful in Vietnam. So my dad was like thinking like, should we go or should we stay? And I think at the end, he decided to go just because for our future,
Yeah.
because in Vietnam, like, yes, you can make money, but the education is not as good as here.
Mm.
So he just decided to leave everything and then go over here. So when we came here, he had $5,000 in his pocket, and that's it for 5 people.
What year was it?
I think 1999.
5,000 ain't that bad in 99.
Yeah, but for the whole
That ain't
family.
that ain't nothing. Yeah, for the
Yeah.
whole family. God.
And remember, we moved to Irvine because my aunt was from Irvine. So that was nothing, right? Yeah. So we for us, 5,000 in Vietnam is a lot because like a bowl of pho is like 30 cents back then. So 5,000 is like a lot of money. That's like our whole wealth, like everything we have. Like that's everything. So yeah, my dad
No
left.
credit cards, no nothing.
Yeah, no, nothing. I only spoke one word, which is yes. That's it. I
How
didn't
old were
even know
you?
no. I think I was around 8 or 9. Yeah. And then my dad was around 38 or 30 something. Yeah. But anyway, so we moved here and I remember walking in the US and then, like they stamp your passport and they're like, why are you here for? But they spoke English. So we're just like, yes, yes, yes to every question because we didn't know anything. And they're just like, okay, like at the end, they're like, realize that we didn't speak English because we say yes to
Yes.
So they're like, okay, we need a translator. But yeah, like it was really tough. So my dad decided to do that. He left everything behind for his brothers because they were really poor. So he's like, okay, well, we have the opportunity to go here. So let me give you this coffee shop. So my uncle, until now, he still have the coffee shop. Yeah.
In Vietnam.
In Vietnam.
Fire.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we moved here and then my dad just had to work random jobs just to, make money,
So what was that like for you being in America at, you said about 9 years
Yeah.
old?
It was weird because everything was really big when I moved here.
Yeah.
The roads were really big and very smooth. I remember like we had so much food here versus in Vietnam, we had no food. Yeah, it was just very different. And it's just like different, very different, like a third world country. And then you go to like a country that has everything,
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember going to Burger King and then we saved a plastic spoon. And then they're like, why? Just throw it away. And we're like, wait, but we need to save it, because we always learn to save stuff,
Right.
Yeah, it was just very weird, but it's, but I think at first we were kind of confused, like what is going on? I didn't know America was like another country. I
Yeah.
thought people spoke Vietnamese, but we had to learn English again. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So where did your love for coffee start?
So a very long question. So should I talk about me being a pharmacist?
Let's go.
Okay.
You were a pharmacist?
Yes, I'm a registered pharmacist. Okay, so if you understand my background, like where my dad come from, you will understand why he pushed me to go into the healthcare because
Okay.
it's more stable, right? Because like people will give birth and people will die, so there's always job security in the healthcare business. So he say you have to find a job that will make money. You can't just do random jobs. So I went to pharmacy school. I graduated and then my dad passed away.
What year is this?
Right after.
Not even he didn't see me walk.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's
sorry.
just
Is that right before you graduated college?
no grad school.
Grad school.
Yeah, so I got my doctorate. So yeah, so he passed away.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what am I doing? I don't even like being a pharmacist. So I took 1 year off. I traveled the world. I went to Bali and then we went to this coffee shop. And then Bali is known for their pupi coffee. Have you heard of it?
No.
They
Poopy coffee?
Yeah, so they have this rat eat the coffee And then the enzyme inside the rat or like that animal will digest it and they poop it out and they wash the poop with the coffee and then they will roast it. So it's really popular and really expensive.
Hold on.
Wait, my first
And-
question is, have you
and-
had it?
I did.
And nah, she's not about to do that to me. Go back.
I forgot what it called, but we tried it because it was so popular. And
How was it?
And now you're not in Bali anymore, so you can tell us what you really think.
I actually think it's good, but I don't understand the hype. But
Okay.
it wasn't bad, but it was good. But it wasn't like, wow, I'm gonna pay $100 for a cup, you know?
It was $100 a cup.
It wasn't $100 for a cup, but like
It's
It was
expensive.
it's expensive, you know?
I know. I'm trying to get on board. But go ahead. Continue what you were saying.
Yeah, so I went
about
to
your trip.
Bali and then we tried that. And then I went back to Vietnam and then we tried a bunch of coffee and we're just like, oh, this is really good. And then anyway, so we traveled the world, try all the coffee and then went back home. And then I took my tests and then I became a pharmacist. I worked for 6 months. And I was like, this is so boring. This is not me.
Wow.
I'm more like I like to talk to people. I like to create drinks. Like you can tell my personality is not like,
Yeah.
hey, why are you here for? Let me get you your meds and then bye. That's not me.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really hard waking up to go to work because I have no motivation. I didn't feel like I should be there. I feel like, oh, maybe I didn't spend my time correctly. But anyway, so I did that for 6 months and then COVID happened.
Okay.
It's so crazy. And then COVID happened. And then
That was really a blessing.
yeah, it was
I can see it
it's
already.
a blessing. And then I met my husband now then. So he's in grad school too. And then I worked and then he had like 3 more months and then he graduated. And then once he graduated, he's like, hey, what are we gonna do? Are you gonna be a pharmacist or what are you gonna do? And I said, I don't think this is for me. I don't think I can do this more than a year. And he was like, okay, so what are your dreams? And I told him, I want to be a business owner, but I don't know what. But I would like to make drinks and I like to make like trendy food stuff, right? And he's like, okay. And then
Shout out to your husband. Let me
Yeah,
just say that right now.
you know what? Finding a right partner will make or break you. If you find a toxic one, they will break you. They will not follow through or take you to a place that you're supposed to. And I think I just met him at the right time. And it's funny because he looked on Facebook Market and he found this place on sale. And he was like, honey, I found this place, ice cream place. It wasn't a coffee shop, but he's like, it's an ice cream place. Do you want to give it a try? And I say, okay, let's go. And it's in Chino Hills. So I went there to check them out and I talked to the owner and they're like, yeah, it's COVID. I'm so sorry. We don't know what we're going to do. I don't think it's a good business. That's why we're selling it. And she's pregnant too. And I say, okay, if you discount like me, like 5,000, I think at that time they were asking for 80,000. And then we're like, we don't have that money. So they're like 50,000. And I'm like, we don't have that money. And then they're like, okay, 45. And we're like, okay, we'll find a way.
Yeah, they get it.
Yeah, to get it. But 45 is a very reasonable like price for like a whole store
Yeah.
with like recipe and then furniture and then machine and everything. I think it's worth it. So I told my husband, I came back or my boyfriend back then. And I was like, hey, she says she's willing to sell it for 45K. She's trained us because we have no knowledge in anything. Like I'm a pharmacist. You're like a researcher. Like we don't know anything.
Oh, hold on. You got all hands-on training then,
Yeah.
like during COVID.
Yeah, we didn't know anything. Yeah, we're just like, I don't know. But anyway, so we were like, okay, so what are we gonna do? Like, are you gonna continue as a pharmacist or are you gonna what? And then he's like, well, I don't have a job. This would be my job if I like, take that. So we decided like, okay, I'm gonna work as a pharmacist if that money will go into the rent. Because when I look at the numbers, it was bad. Like you can't even pay rent with it.
Oh,
And we
wow.
took the risk, we just do it because what do we have to lose?
Yeah.
Nothing, right? We're so young, nothing to lose. So we took over. It was really hard because the landlord say no to us because we have no credit, no nothing, right?
Mhm.
But we say, hey, let's meet in person. And then the landlord like decided to meet us. They're like this old couple that's like 70 years old, very, very hard to deal with. But we told them like, hey, this is our first business. I know like we have no money, but we will work hard. And then somehow they say, okay. To us.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said, okay. So we got the place. Um, it's just so random. I'm telling
This is
you.
crazy.
Yeah, it's very crazy. And then we got the place and kid me not, the first day we made $100 with tips, 10 hours, me and him. And we're like, oh my God, we cannot pay rent because 100 times 30 is 3,000 only, right? Rent was 5,000 minus like other stuff, like all the stuff. We didn't have staff because it was like, we couldn't afford any.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh, we are so, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, honey, I'm gonna work in the morning and then I'll come and help you at night and then you take care of the shop, okay? So all my money were just like going into like inventory and rent. And then one day I remember like only a month like after he called me, he's like, you need to put in your 2 weeks notice. It got busy. And I was like, oh, really? Like how busy? And he's like, I can't do it by myself. Like I need like a second person to help. And then I said, are you sure? If I put in my 2 week notice, we don't have any like backup. Like that's it,
We're committed.
Yeah. And then he's like, just do it because now you're spreading yourself too thin. And then
I need to meet Davis.
yeah, he's really cool. Yeah. He's one of a kind. And I say, okay. So I told my boss, I was like, hey, I'm quitting in 2 weeks. Is that okay? They were like, are you sure? Like, that's risky. And during COVID at that time, like, they don't know what is going on, and we have that like 6 feet like thing, like you can't be like 6 feet from that person. So like all the restaurant were shutting down and we're like, okay, let's just do it. So I quit and I came there, worked full time, and we went from 0 employee. A year later, we have 15 employees. It was so busy. This line were all the way to the street.
That's crazy.
Yeah, within 1 year. Within 1 year, we changed the whole system. Like we understood why it was not working. So we changed it. We understood what are our people, like what type of people come and get our stuff. We changed all of that. And
All your marketing.
within a year, we triple their income. Triple. Yeah. It's
Wow.
crazy. We don't know anything. We're not like business owners before. We're just students that trying to just make it in life.
Yeah.
And anyways, yeah. So, and then I got pregnant. I told him, I think we need to sell this and make it like a flip. And he said, okay. So we flipped that one and we made money from that. And that was our first like big chunk of money that we made. I can't tell you the story because it's still running right now.
Okay.
And I can't tell you how much I made from it. But 45, let's say.
You did well.
Yes, I did really well.
Yeah.
Within that year, we made profit and then we flipped it and we made a lot of money out of it. So that was really cool. So that was our first chunk of money that we made.
hmm
And then we continued to flip other 2 or 3 businesses. Yeah. And then
Same kind of businesses?
same kind. We go in and then we see what is the problem. And then we buy it for a very low cost because they're about to like go bankrupt.
Mm-hmm.
And they just want to get rid of it. Those are the places I like to go in so this store is exactly what it is. So I came in to drink juice and the old owner was not doing well. And I just stood around and watched him do my juice. And then after that, I was like, hey, do you want to sell your place? It seems like like you want to get rid of it. And he's like, yes. And then I got a good deal in it. And I flipped it to a coffee shop. So here it is right now.
Did you know that this was going to be a coffee shop?
Yes, I knew. I knew that it needed a coffee shop in this plaza, not a juice place or a smoothie place.
So what makes the Fin different, in your opinion?
I think what made us different is we focus on customer service and the community. I know a lot of people go to Starbucks because it's fast. But you know what? Sometimes you need that human interaction, And it's really fun, like to see all my regulars. I come in, I know their name, I know I know their orders. Sometimes I just punch it in, and it's funny because sometimes they're like, "This is this," and I'm like, "Wait, you're lactose intolerant. You can't have milk."
And they're like, oh yeah, you're right.
They're like, "You're right. I
Yep.
cannot have milk."
Mhm.
And I'm like, so I love that. I love talking to people. I love creating drinks, and I love sharing it to people. And like this place is like my home now. I'm not flipping this one. This is my baby.
Yeah.
I can tell.
Yeah,
I
like
can tell from the
I put so much work in this.
right from the
Yeah.
first time I came in here. I felt it.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and your staff, yourself.
Yeah.
Got your own personal flair too.
Right away. After my second time here, she knew who I was. Already knew what I was going to order. I mean,
Yeah.
and everybody I walk in, hi Rob. Like it's a very personal touch.
Yeah.
It's
We want it to be like
yeah.
that. We don't want it to be like franchise or commercialized. We want like you to come in, like if you have a bad day or a sad day, you come in and it's like, oh, sometimes like people just greet you with your name and you're like, whoa, like you know me.
Feels good.
Yeah, yeah. Like I know a lot of places they say, "Oh, number 2 is ready." Who is number 2? No, I have a name. I'm not a number.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that's why we don't do number here. We
Or
do.
number 89.
Yeah, like we just do your name and then we know you. We know your life. We know your wife. Your kids. Your dog. Like we know everything about you. Yeah,
That goes back to your hour 6 to 6 though. And just like what we were saying, like
yeah,
the community aspect is like so important.
yes,
Like being able to have people come in,
yeah,
you know them.
yeah,
That's what builds a relationship. I mean,
yes,
the relationships of your business.
yes,
So yeah, if you're running over a little past time, you got a couple regulars in here
Yeah.
at 6:15, finishing up their cup of coffee because they're studying
yeah,
for an exam to get into school, or they're studying for a big meeting tomorrow at
yeah,
work. It means something.
yeah.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, so it's really fun. And you know what, like, and then I have to say thank you to my husband. Like he pushed me a lot. Like I don't think I was this type of person. I didn't work hard before. I was kind of lazy. I'm like just an average teenager, like I just sleep in and do that. But like he's he's like, no, you have to be on
Gotta
time.
hustle.
You have to do this, you have to do that. He pushed me a lot. Yeah. And then when we were doing the 6 to 6, I was like, honey, 6 to 6, I have to wake up at like 5 to be here, right? Because like you open at 6 doesn't mean you wake up at 6.
No, you got to be here way before that.
Yeah,
You got to
you
get this
have to
coffee
prep,
ready.
right? So I
Yeah.
was like, oh, 6 to 6, that's so long. And then I have kids. I was like, I close at 6. That means I don't get to see my kids. And he's like, trust me, honey, you gotta be early and you gotta be late. Those are the people that will win, So I was like, okay. So the first month was really hard for me. I have to be here at 2 a.m. and I leave around 8 to 9 p.m. because I had no employee at first. So it was just me doing all the coffee, all the foams, like everything, prepping. And just, I'm not that fast. I'm kind of slow, right? So I can't just come at 5 and prep for an hour. I have to come like 4 hours before it
And
opens.
so you can boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, like knock it out when they come in.
Yeah.
Because that's what people want.
Yeah.
People want service. They want good energy,
Yeah.
and they want it to be, I hate to say it, everybody
Fast,
wants
yeah.
something quick.
Yes. Yes.
Nobody's willing to just sit
Just
and
sit
wait.
and wait. Yeah. And that was the problem before the smoothie place. It was too slow. And I came in and I saw that. It was too slow for people. Like people would be waiting 20 to an hour for like one drink and there's no customer right here. Right. But like here, I tell them, you have to do it fast, but you have to do it right. You can't just do it like fast and wrong, right? Like if they want oat milk, you better be oat milk, not whole milk or almond milk, because people are allergic, right? So you have to do it fast, but be mindful too. Like some people I like train, they just pour stuff in and they're just like whatever. I'm like, no, you have to like love your drink. If you love your drink, it tastes better, right?
100%. But you
Like
can never. The thing about being a business owner like you, and I can just tell talking to you, it's so hard to get everyday person who's coming to work for you to love your business the
yeah,
way you love your business.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you lead by example. Like
Facts.
if you work hard, like if I work for someone and they're lazy, I'm gonna be the mirror image of them. I'm gonna be lazy, right? But every time my workers they come here, I'm like never rested. I'm always working. When I'm in the bathroom, I'm like interviewing people. I'm literally working every day and every moment, every second. I'm like they see it. So they're really good. They like treat my business like theirs too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like I think it's like it's more like you. Like if you want your employee to be good as you have to be good. Right? Like if you're slow and you expect them to be fast, they're not gonna be fast. Because they're like, wait, but you're kind of slow, right? Like when I work really fast and I work like I try not to make mistake and I work mindfully. Yeah. So like they see that. So like they kind of like, oh, I want to be like Anne too, you know? So they're really good. Yeah. So I think that's what it is.
How long is this window? How long has the fan been open?
Oh, only 3 months. I know. We're so new. We're like the new kids on the block. Yeah.
You're gonna get some friction soon. Running
Oh,
like
thank you
this.
so much. Yeah.
Um,
But it's been a while. It's been a very crazy ride.
Do you guys use a specific sort of beans for your coffee?
Yeah, so we have like let me see how many beans you have. 1, 2, 3. So 3. So Vietnamese is robusta and chicory. So that's Vietnamese. And for our lattes, like our espresso machine, we use 2 different beans. One is the casa bean that is like medium dark, and then the organic bean, which is like a medium roast. So we do that because for people who just like coffee itself, they don't like it too dark. So we use the organic beans. And also like some people they're allergic to like chemicals. So that's why we use the organic for people that cannot take other kind of beans, you know? Yeah. So like when it's really hard when you're a business owner, when you make choices, you have to think of everyone too.
Right.
Yeah. So like when I pick my beans, I'm like, well, there's people that are allergic to this. I have to pick this one. Like, like I have like so many sample. I think this one time, me and my husband, we got drunk over coffee because we drank like 30 shots within like 3 hours because we have to try every beans that we sample, right? And then when our machine came, we have to program it to be correct, like to be the correct dosage. So me and my husband were like, oh my God, no more. So we had to do it over a period of like two weeks.
that would ruin my palate.
Yeah.
Like all of that coffee,
Yeah.
drinking back and forth like
Yeah.
that. Oh my!
And then we
God.
finally came down. We narrowed down to 3 beans that we use, and everyone seems to really like it. So I'm super happy about that.
So
Yeah.
what is the best drink on the menu? What's the best drink on the menu? That
I don't
need to
know. It really depends on you, because right now our banana pudding is like the viral drink. Like everyone likes that one, but for me, like it's different. Like I like my favorite one is mint mojito, the mint mojito coffee.
What's in it?
So it's mint, right? Real mint from my farm, and then half and half, and then our espresso. Yeah,
That's fire.
it's very simple. Usually, like the simplest ingredient, those are the
Best.
best one. Don't put too much sugar, syrup. It would just ruin it. Sometimes just keep it
You
simple.
like
And
the
then,
taste of the
yes,
actual
yeah,
coffee.
yeah. So when you drink that, you can taste the mint, you can taste the milk, and then you can taste the coffee. That's when you know you made a good like cup of coffee. Where when you drink and all you taste is sugar, then you know their beans are really bad. That's why they're trying to mask the sugar with
Pow.
yeah. So that's
Not that's to the competitors. I'm just
yeah,
playing.
yeah,
So and outside of coffee,
yes.
outside of this realm, what does Anne like to do?
Oh my God, I like to do everything and anything.
Like, are you a I mean, are you a sports girl? Do you have a hobby that is just your thing? I know you said you were just a normal, you
Yeah.
know, you slept in, but what are some of your interests outside of coffee?
I love creating things. So like if I don't create coffee drinks, I like to do art. Like that one. Okay, so this whole place, me and my husband DIY. So we love DIYing stuff. So we build the counter ourselves. I
You
know.
love to do that?
Yeah. And the tiles, we did it. We did it ourselves. The Fin coffee wall, we did it ourselves. Yeah. So we got like really crazy quote from people. And we're like, we could do that for cheaper. Like me and my husband, we like to challenge ourselves. That's like our thing, right? So yeah, we built this whole place by ourselves. That painting that behind you guys, we saw it for $1,000. And then we're like, we can do that. So we did it ourselves for like $12. Yeah. So we like to learn new things. Like I don't think I have a hobby. I think I just like to learn new things every day, and just anything is fine. Like building this countertop was really challenging because we have to see how we're going to cut it. How do we make it fit? And then we just had to figure it out. We went to Home Depot like 1,000 and then we just have to get it right, you know? And then that tiles, we watched YouTube for 2 hours and then we figured it out. Yeah. And then we did a lot of things. But yeah, me and my husband would like to DIY things and build things like, just like, like I think knowledge is beautiful. Like you're gonna be on this earth once. So might as well learn everything and do everything.
To
That's-
make the most of it.
Yeah.
So I noticed that you're pretty particular about the, how do I say, the ingredients you use.
Yes.
Or even, I mean, I was actually fascinated. The first time I was here, I ordered the croissant.
Yes.
And I go, okay, a croissant, right? Your croissants are very different.
Yes.
It's a croissant,
Yes.
but it's very different. What inspires you to say, I'm not going to do it like everyone else does it? Because what I see is, anyone can open up a donut shop or a coffee shop and pour coffee, but it seems like this place has a personality. It has a flair and it feels very purposeful. What inspired you to be so creative? I know you said you like to DIY, but what is that makes you go, I'm going to do it very differently?
And I think it's more like when I travel, I see a lot of different things and I want to bring it back to this community. So that fish shaped one is called taiyaki in Japan. So when I traveled to Japan, I saw that they sold it like as a street food. And I was like, this is so crazy. Like, I want to bring this back to Murrieta, So usually they do like batter. Like they would have a batter and then they put it in the mold and then they put fillings in the middle. I'm like, oh, croissant will work. And then I saw them, they had it in Japan and I was like, oh, and I tried it. And I was like, oh my God, this tastes so good. Let's bring it back. So when we're back here, we found a place that have croissant sheets, but they were very thick and it's not buttery enough. So like with croissant, it has to be like a lot of butter and stuff. So I asked them to make it the way I like it. So they make it thinner so it can fit into the mold and then all the stuffing can go in. Yeah. So like, I think my inspiration is more like when I travel, I see different things and then I bring it back. Even our coffee, like the corn cream latte, that's like when I was in Korea, it was really popular. So I brought it back. Tiramisu is like an Italian thing, So I was like, oh, like, why don't we make it as like a cream, And then I brought that back. The mint mojito, it was inspired by this very popular coffee shop in San Francisco when I was traveling. It's called Phil's Coffee. I had the mint mojito there the first time and I was like, whoa, this is so good, right? So I remember like buying it again so the barista can make it so I can watch it. So I bought like 3 times, like just watching them how to make it. I was like, oh, I can make it now. Like that was easy. What other one banana pudding. was I was in New York for my friend's bachelorette party, and she was like, "Anne, let's go to this bakery. It's called Magnolia Bakery, and they're famous for their banana pudding." So I tried, and I was like, "Whoa, this is so good!" And I'm like, "I can make it." So I went home and make it. And I remember I was just making it for fun for grand opening. And then one of my customer was like, "Oh, Anne, why don't you put it in the Vietnamese coffee?" And I say, "Would it taste good?" And they say, "Yeah, let's try it." And then we put it, we gave her a scoop or two, and she was like, "Oh my God, you need to put this on the menu. It's so good." And I was like, "Really? Like, would it match?" Because I feel like pudding and coffee won't go together. Well, guess what? Now it's our like most popular drink. We sell like so many a day, like 100 of them a day. Yeah. So it's more like when I travel, I find inspiration and then I just make it and then I test it out. So for the tiramisu right now, we're just testing it out. It's not on the menu because we're testing it out and people say it's really good. Put it on the menu. So I listen to my customers too. So I travel, I bring it back here. I give sample. I was like when I see customer, I was like, "Hey, I'm trying a new recipe. You want to try?" And then if they're like, "Oh, it's bad," then I know that it's not good. But if I see like a lot of good reaction, then I say, okay, it earned its place in my menu. Yeah. So that's how I come up with my menu and stuff.
So why the name the Fin?
Okay. The fin is very interesting. So my husband have part of it and I have part of it. So fin is spelled Fin, right? But in Vietnam, the filter that we use is called fin, but it's spelled Phin. So that's the filter that we use to make Vietnamese coffee, the fin. But because we sell the fish, it's the fin. So I was like, so we were just like, okay. So my husband say, "Oh, do Fin," and then I say, "No, let's do Phin." And then we were like arguing between like which one should we use, like the fin with PH or the fin with Fin. And then we're like, "Oh, okay." So we don't know, like, because it's 50-50, right? We don't know which one to do. So we went on GoDaddy and we type in the fin, Phin. It was taken, but Fin is not. So we went with the fin coffee. That was the only reason. But I think it like a play on word with the fish too. So it's I think it's luck. Everything about this place is all luck. And
Wow.
yes, GoDaddy have a big role in my name.
I mean,
Yes.
it is what it is.
It is what it is, right? It's so funny, right? I tell people, they're like, "No way." I'm like, "Yeah, it was that Finn and Finn, but GoDaddy picked Finn, so we went with Finn." So we wanted like to build like a name around it. So we want like a domain that have our name, and then that was the only domain that was available.
That was available.
That is crazy, right?
It's actually crazy.
Yeah, because Finn is very common. That's why I was like, no one took it already? Like, that's so crazy. Maybe some things are meant to be, you know?
You can't question it.
Yeah.
You gotta go with it.
Yeah, I know.
I love that.
Oh man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I really want a cup of coffee right now.
I
Right.
turned up my machine already.
I really want a cup of coffee right now. After all this talk about coffee has got me going. But
We have Vietnamese coffee. I can maybe make you a cup of Vietnamese
I'm
coffee.
okay. I see you got the two boys.
Yes.
How do you manage the work-life balance?
You
on
don't
the-
sleep. It's just kidding.
No,
No.
I know. I've been hearing you.
Having a great husband. My husband does everything else. Like he do everything at home so I can be here. Yeah. That's the truth, you know?
Teamwork.
Yeah. Like if I'm like sometimes he'll be like, "Honey," he has a full-time job. So he's like, "Honey, so I have a meeting at 8 o'clock. I can take the boys to work or to school. Then I have to schedule my workers and then take the boys to school and then come here." But usually if he can, he'll do it. He'll take the boys to school. He cook for the boys. He shower the boys. He make dinner for me and the boys when I come home late. Like I have dinner and then he pick up the boys from school. Yeah. So he does that.
So growing up the way you grew up with your dad sacrificing the way he did, and you being a parent, but obviously Trevay and I talk about this all the time. it's a sacrifice.
Yeah.
Right. You're out there working. I mean, the three of us, we all have children. We're not with our children.
Yeah.
What's that like for you, knowing that you're not home? They're in good hands. They're with dad,
Yeah.
but you're not home, and you being here, you growing the business is a part of, they benefit from that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're not getting that quality time.
Yeah.
Is that a conflict for you? I always like to ask that question
Yeah.
because I know so many business owners, and I always ask them that question because it's something I deal with myself.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's one correct answer. We all just do our very best.
Yes.
But walk me through that. You know, I know you must be here sometimes just missing your boys and like, oh my
Yes.
God.
So, so at home, my husband would teach them like what, like I think kids, they're very smart, but if you don't teach them right, they would not understand why it happens. So, like, let's say, like, if you don't tell them, oh, I'm going to work, then they feel like, oh, you're abandoning them for something. But like myself and then my husband, we teach them, oh, mommy's at work to buy you toys. We love you. That's why we're at work to like make money to buy you this. So now every time I come home, he'd be like, he's so happy to see me. He's like, mommy, thank you so much. When I come home, they say, thank you so much for working to buy me toys. So we teach them that. So they know that we're not abandoning them.
Right.
We teach them that we go to work because of them.
You give them something they can understand.
Yes.
To be grateful for. And I
Yes.
assume when they get older, it goes from toys to
Yes.
this life you have.
Yes. So for now, they just understand toy is love,
Yes.
right? So like we teach them like that. So when I come home, so after I eat and stuff, my husband would like go to work, like in his office. And then he's like, that's your time with them. So like I would brush the teeth and I go to sleep with them. So that's how we manage it. Like, so he would take care of everything. And then I come home and I see the kids, I feed them, and then I brush the teeth, and then we go to sleep together. And then we'll read like a bedtime story. And then I was like, I would ask him, Davis, how do you do that? And he's very excited to tell me what he do at school or with daddy, you know? So
Mm,
that's like our like bonding time.
yeah.
Yeah. So like I'm not missing out a lot. So I think like it's good. Like, but my husband is doing a really good job teaching them that. So every time I come home, they're like, "Oh, mommy, thank you." And I'm just like, "Oh, you come home and someone say thank you for you?" Like
Mhm.
it means a lot, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, so yeah.
What do you think your life looks like, you know, before, if you just stay in the
Oh
in the
my
pharmacy?
Oh, that's
goodness.
a good question.
What do you I'm curious because
No, I'm curious
so
too.
let me set the stage. Let me set the stage for
Yes.
you. Let's just say your dad
Yeah.
never passed.
Yes.
Your dad is still on earth. And you never meet Davis.
Oh my God. I think
So
if I've never
Wait, do you meet Davis?
you know what I mean? Like, so what does it
That's
look like?
interesting.
Like I'm just curious.
Okay, so I think like if I were to stay in pharmacy, I would be very depressed.
Wow.
I feel like I would have no purpose. I would I'm like a robot. I would go to work, make money, and travel. But like I have no purpose of why I do it. So it's like a rat race, like a cycle. You might be happy because you're traveling just for that moment, but when you go back to your settings, you'll be sad again. And that was my life for the longest time. But like when I do this, I do the same thing. But every time I come here, I'm so happy. Like I see new customer, I'm just so happy. You know, like here and there you get that review, you'll be like, oh, sad. But no, like I get like I'm the person who get energy from other people.
Mhm.
So at the pharmacy, everyone is sick and they're so angry all the time.
Negative.
So I'm just
Right.
like,
Well,
I'm just
no one
like,
wants to be in a pharmacy.
yeah, you know, and then the wait time, and they're like, what time is my medicine gonna be done? Like it just it makes me just so sad, you know. So
Yeah.
like I feel like I'm that person. Like I take energy from people. And then when I'm here, even if they're sad, but like after they have their coffee and I chat to them, they're so happy. And then I vibe off from them and they vibe off of me. So everyone's super happy, you know. So I think that's what it is. Yeah. I don't think I'll be happy in pharmacy.
So you know for a fact in
Yes.
your heart that was not going to
Yes.
work for you.
I told my mom and dad before, I was like, Mom, Dad, I'm just doing this for you guys. But once I get out, I think I will not do it. And they're
What was the
like,
response?
okay, whatever. When you see the money, you stay. Because like they're old school, you know?
Yeah.
They think like, oh, money will just solve everything.
Mhm.
But I told them deep down, I'm like, Mom, Dad, I really don't know what I like, but I know that this is what I don't like.
Did you
But
get
but they just say go for it and you find out.
no pushback when you told them that? Like you didn't get any like when you told them you didn't think you wanted
You didn't get
to?
the I'm crazy talk?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, everybody think I'm crazy.
Yeah. I
Like,
got that same
yeah,
talk.
everybody think I'm crazy for
Yeah.
when I say no, I'm gonna quit and do like ice cream for
Well,
like
yeah,
2 years.
you're putting down guaranteed money
Yeah.
for creativity.
Like an average pharmacist, you make 130 to 140,000 a year.
Mhm.
Like who would be that crazy to turn down that
You are.
to make $100 a day, and that's not even guaranteed,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Minus everything, you're in the negative now.
Yeah.
So everyone was like, "Don't do it." Like my friend who was a nurse is like, "Don't do it." My mom was like, "Don't do it." My sisters, "Don't do it," and I did.
Right.
I'm such a rebel though. Like I love to prove people wrong, and I think that makes me like very strong because I
Mhm.
was like, oh, you said no, okay, let me do it. You know, like I just feel like for me, like I'm a tiny person, but I have a very big personality. Like I just like to prove people wrong, and I know what I like and don't like. But at that time in my life, I don't know what I like. I just know what I don't like. And when you tell people, oh, I don't think I like this, they're like, then what do you like? And if you don't have the answer for that, you're just crazy. You know? It
Yeah.
just sometimes you don't know. You have to go through life, you have to struggle, you have to see other stuff. And then so like at that time I really didn't know.
You have to walk your journey.
Yeah.
You
And
have
then
to. Yeah.
and then now like everyone look back and they're like, they admit it to me. They're like, you know what? And you were so we thought you were so crazy back then, but I guess you prove us wrong. And then now when they talk about me, they're like, Anne did this, Anne had that, you know, like, girl, you weren't proud of me before, but now you're proud of me.
They're there now.
Yeah. But it's sometimes you don't know, but you kind of have to follow your heart, but you have to work really hard too. Like I didn't have this because I didn't work hard. I worked super hard.
So all of this, you're a mom. You move here into the community.
Yeah.
You open this coffee shop. You've been around 3 months roughly.
Yes, 3 months.
You're booming. You've gone viral a few times on
Yes.
Instagram.
Yes.
Are you still dreaming? Are you still? You wake up in the morning, you walk in here, and
Yeah, it's funny because people say, hey, be careful of what you manifest, right? And it's so true. I was like, I always like, when I was like, oh, I wish I can go viral, you know? And then when we did, it was like, oh my God, pinch myself. Like sometimes there's a rush and I'm running back and forth and I'm just like, I can't believe this is happening, you know? Like it's so crazy. Like I wish for this and it came true, you know? But sometimes you just gotta manifest it. You gotta wish it and just work hard toward it, you know? But it is very crazy though. Like I'm still dreaming. I still can't believe it's happening. But
At any point along this journey, so let's say from COVID to now, did you want to hang it up? At
Yes.
any point.
oh yeah,
Like,
every
when you-
day.
Yeah.
Like when you come in, something breaks, you're like, oh, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done being like your worker. Like, you know, sometimes like you know it's busy. You have 2 people call off. You're like, I'm done too. I'm done. But you just gotta push through it. You gotta push through it. You just gotta make it happen. You have to find an answer. That's why being a business owner is so fun for me. It's like problem solving.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh my God. Like I remember my my employee was like saying, Anne, the toilet is broken. I'm like, fix it. She's like, I don't know. So I came in there. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm fixing something and it worked. You just have to do it, you know? And then she's like, oh my God, the machine is not working. I'm like, I don't know. I'm YouTubing it. Okay,
Yeah.
now it worked. Like you just gotta, they put you in a spot like right then, you know, and you just gotta do it. And that's being a business owner. It's you just have to be in the moment and you just gotta go in, do it, fix it. You can't just like whine and then say, "Oh, I don't know." You know, you can't do that. You just have to do it. Yeah, like people call up, what do you do? I remember people call and it was just me and one worker. It was busy. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, but we just gotta continue.
Yeah.
Okay? And we have some bad reviews, but I'm so sorry it happened, but like we just gotta do it, you know?
Yeah.
Like some people they don't understand, you know, they're like, oh, why is it so slow? But do you know what behind it? Like maybe we did staff like have a full staff, but people call off, right? Sometimes people get into car accidents. Sometimes parents,
Life.
yeah, like life happened.
Yeah.
It's not like we're here hanging out, chilling, laughing, and you don't have your cup. We're working really hard
Right
here.
now.
You
Yeah.
can't make everybody happy. And
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
honest, I know I'll speak on it. Like, I'm not a part of the business. So I saw a review about your matcha,
Yeah.
you know, and I said, okay, you know, my wife and I had it. My daughters had it. You have high grade matcha.
Yeah.
And I think some people just don't know what that tastes like.
Yeah.
You know, those sorts of reviews, that just comes with the territory. I think
Yeah.
anybody in your business
Yeah.
would see that. And I don't know, like in my business, I get told all the time, don't look at the comments.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't look at the comments. It's
Just if you're doing what you're doing
Yeah.
and you know you're doing a good thing, enough people are happy and that's all that.
yeah. I try not to get it to me. I read it just to see like, okay, what can I improve? Like if you read it as like, oh, like they're dissing you, then it's gonna bring you down, right? But if you read it like in a perspective like, oh, what can I improve? Then we did actually improve a lot over the last 3 months. The
Mhm.
first month we were horrible. Like
Yeah.
we just didn't know what we were doing. But
Mhm.
reading that comments, I was like, oh, maybe we need to change this. Maybe we need to change that. And then now I think we got the flow, you know?
Was that always your mindset when it came to reviews? A constructive?
Yeah,
Like, you
yeah.
never took it ever
No,
personal?
like I remember the ice cream place. I took it very personally. And I would cry. I'd be like, oh my God, like we worked so hard. Why? How can they say this about us?
Yeah.
Right. But like now I'm just like, I'm more like, okay, I read it. I say, okay, I get you. I get you. I understand. I see where you're coming from. Let me see if I can make it better.
Mm.
So like, I think if I just look at it that way, it's better for both of us. Like maybe for my future customer, they will have a better quality drink. You know, like if they say, oh, this is not good. I'm like, and my mom's like, how is it not good? So I remake the drink and drink it and say, okay, I see where they come from. And then try to fix it. Don't take it too personally. Just take it as like, hey, everyone is different and they're just giving you like an advice, you know?
Yep.
If you take it like that, like you won't be sad. But yeah, I remember the first few negative reviews, I would cry.
Yeah.
I love that. That's such a honest and non-egotistical way to look at that.
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
let me make this same drink and try it and see what this person is saying
Yeah.
and see how I can improve.
Yeah.
I think that's really big.
I think that's the I don't know what else. I know other people would like get very like, you know, they get very defensive. They're
Yeah.
like, oh my God, my drinks are the best, right?
Right.
But no, your drinks are probably not the best. That's why someone said
said
it.
that.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm not like an expert. I'm just an average person making coffee. And if I have one bad review on that drink, I would want to improve it.
It just seems fun. Like, you know, obviously you can get your traditional Vietnamese coffee
Yeah.
or espresso or whatever, but then you have, you know, you're adding pudding to things. You're
Yes.
adding, you know,
Random stuff.
random things.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good, but it actually tastes really good.
Right. And I, if you look at the menu, Trevay, you're going to be like, oh, but then I could put that and that. Why would I? I'll try it. Like,
No,
that's what happens here.
I'm curious anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let me add something. So our Vietnamese coffee. So when we first opened for the first month, my husband makes the Vietnamese coffee. And then I make all the toppings and pudding. And we had like people like 50-50 say, oh, it's so good. And then so bad. So we tried it. And I was like, honey, this is bad.
Are you?
You need to improve something. So I made him like do that again, almost like,
Let's put him on the spot. What was wrong with it? Don't.
Wait, no, I will tell you. I will tell you what he knows. No, now it's really good.
Okay.
Okay.
Now it's good because of those comments. That's why,
Yeah.
like, I
have an argument.
I don't hate them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like it was too. They say it was too burn. So I was like, honey, I think your temperature is wrong.
Okay.
You need to maybe
Lower it a little bit.
Yeah, like lower your temperature or like what is going on. So I was like, oh, I'm agreeing with them actually.
Okay.
I don't disagree with them because it does taste a little bit burnt. So what he did was he had the temperature up too high. So it was boiling. So when he did a slow drip, it burned the coffee. So that's why it tastes burnt. And they were right. I'm not mad at them. So I told him and then he fixed it. And then we had another comment say, oh, it's too sweet. So, and I try it. I'm like, oh yeah, it is too sweet. So we lower the sugar. And then now it's like really good. No one complained in like 2 months. So like,
perfect.
Yeah, not perfect, but like not burn or not like too sweet, not too sweet, you know?
But
so
then
like,
you add that pudding to it.
it's like really good.
What kind of pudding?
It's banana pudding.
What made you come up with that? Oh,
In New York,
travel. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
The travel.
yeah. Went to New York. Yeah, but like yeah, so yeah, it's really fun. And then I'm like creating more new drinks right now. This is our OG, but like we're creating more to add up to the menu. And it's so fun. Like every day I come in and I'm like, oh, let me try this, let me try that, you know?
Anything fun you can tell us
You feel
for
me?
our podcast people? They're not going to hear this until when does this come out? July 1st.
Oh, July. Okay. So I think for the
yeah.
summer, we might have like a lemonade series. So we're going to do lychee lemonade with a purple flower on top. So it has like different layers. It's fun for the kids.
A layered lemonade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's going to be, it can be like, so strawberry too. So it's going to be like red and then kind of like greenish for the lemonade and then purple on top.
Oh, it's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah, it's very pretty. So I think we're gonna come up with that lemonade series. And then I have a few foam that I'm playing around with, like a peanut butter foam. I don't know. I want to go crazy with the foam because foam is my thing, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it just
Whoa.
adds that. No, exactly. I'm like, it just adds that touch. And
Yeah.
honestly, like, do you feel, for most free when you're in that creative space? Like do you do that early in the morning or is that an evening thing for you?
All day.
All day.
I have energy all day.
No, I'm saying, yeah, but when you're thinking about adding new stuff to the menu
Oh,
and
it's like in the moment. Like sometimes I'm like walking and I have to stop and write something on my phone. I'm like, oh, that's, like, just, I don't know. Just like when I'm walking, when I'm like watching TV, when I'm like in the bathroom, like it's everywhere. Like,
and since you work everywhere.
yeah, I'm working 24/7 basically. My mind is constant. Sometimes my worker was like, Anne, why do you text us at 3 a.m.? I'm like, oh, because I woke up to go pee and then I realized that I need to text you guys something. And then they're like, that was so random. I'm like, I know, but I'm working all the time. They're like, why were you up? I'm like, and sometimes I would be up at like 4 o'clock doing payroll for like 1 hour. And I'm like, okay, guys, payroll is done. They're like, really? And at 4 a.m.? I'm like, yeah, I'm working all the
And
time.
meanwhile, I came up with another coffee.
Yeah. And then sometimes I'll come in and I'll be like, I'm going to like make you guys a drink and let me know how it is. And they're like, okay. And then they're like, it's really good.
I'm gonna need that phone call, Ann.
Huh?
I'm gonna need that same phone call.
You gotta be up at 4 a.m.
Hey, Ron, I got a coffee for you.
At 4 a.m.
I'm gonna need
Oh my-
that.
Yeah, it's really random. Tiramisu, we tried almost a month. I wanted to release it like a month ago, but we just couldn't get it right. And I'm very particular on my foam. Like it has to be right, So we released it the first time. Everyone said it's good, but like it's not like, whoa, it's just, oh, it's good. And good is not good enough for me. And then we made it again and they said, oh, this one is good, but it's missing something. And then this is our last one. We tried it and they're like, whoa, this one is good. Like you can tell by the reaction if your drinks are good. Yeah. Yeah. So they're like, oh, this is to keep. So I think this is our like 10th or 11th time making this foam and this is to keep. Yeah.
What would you want, if anything,
Yeah.
people to know about the Finn, about you, about the work that gets put into this place that you think people don't see or understand?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's
that's a
like
lot.
That's a
it's
big
such
one.
a
Yeah.
simple question, but it's like so big that I don't know how to answer it. Can you repeat it one more time so I have time to think?
What would you want people to know about this place, about yourself, that you think maybe they don't understand?
Hmm.
Like when it comes to the energy that's put into this place, or you know, I mean, I think you broke a lot of it down, like how meticulous you are with the drink creations and all that. I think people walk in here and they have a good time. Obviously, they're the customer, right?
Yeah,
Like they're not supposed to really think about all that stuff,
yeah,
but I do think as a creator that when people can appreciate the work you put in,
yeah.
that it gives people that appreciation, right? Like I even heard you
True.
say it, like there's love in your drinks,
Yes.
right? So when people know that, I think that adds to the brand. It adds, to every sip that they take,
Yeah.
for lack of a better term.
I think when people walk in here, they don't realize that this community built this place. I I when I was pregnant with my second son, I was just going around Murrieta, Wildomore, and Murrieta, and I'm from Wildomore. I bought a little farm in Wildomore. That's why we settle here because we want our kids to have like a life that I used to have in Vietnam. No TV, no nothing, just land and dirt. So that's the reason why I moved from Orange County to here. So I want my kids to like hang out with nature. So we have a lot of animals in our farm. We have like cats, dog, quails, tortoise, goats. We're gonna get chickens soon, but right now it's just quails. Yeah, so I moved here and I love coffee. So we went around the area. So Montague was the first, Montague brothers was the first coffee shop that we tried. And we're like, oh my God, everyone is so nice. Like you go in there and you feel a sense of community. And the next one I went was the press. And the press have really good coffee. And I always go and I say, oh, I want to be like them. I want to open something like the press. They like really inspire me. And then we went to Hush, we went to Rim, we went to a boat, which I love. So, and then I was like, oh, it's, I love all of them, but they missing something. They're missing like an Asian touch cafe, a cafe with like Vietnamese coffee. You know, they had all the lattes and stuff, but I was like, oh, they need like Vietnamese coffee in this community. I went around and no one have Vietnamese coffee. And I was like, okay, let's do it. Okay, we can do it. And then we just kind of manifest and then we just like we just find we want a place and then just somehow we walked in here a juice bar and a smoothie bar and then we're like, okay, this is a perfect space, like not too big, not too small, right in the middle of Temecula and Wildomore,
Mhm.
right? So it's
Pretty
Murrieta.
much, yeah.
Yeah, because like I wanted to be in Wildomore
Mhm.
because I'm from Wildomore, but then I couldn't find a place there.
Right.
And then somehow this place popped up.
Right.
It just so happened. So I think the community plays such a big role in there. And I'm in like the Facebook group, like the mommy talk of Murrieta, and they're always like, we need a place where like kids, it's like kids friendly. So like if you go here, like we like, oh, you can't see it, but like I put like that thing on the outlet so the kids cannot put their hand in.
Right.
And then I put like those stopper here for the kids. And we
Right.
have coloring books for the kids too. So I like they gave me those ideas. This community gave me that idea. Like we need a place where mommy.
It's okay to bring the family.
Yeah, and then we made it big so the stroller can like go through. So we don't want too much of like big tables where like, you know, because I'm a mom. Every time I go to coffee shop, I have my big stroller and my bags, and it's really hard to navigate through it. So we want a place where like if they have stroller, they still can be there. Yeah. So it's like that. I'm a mom, so I think for other mommies too, you know? Yeah. So I think it's such a big thing. So like our logo and slogan, it's coffee, croissant, and community. So community is so big, and it inspired me for like to open this place.
What? Hey,
Well, damn.
I know she said it. She said it. I mean,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
No, it is. It's so crazy, right? Like sometimes I think like when I live in Orange County, I love it there, but I didn't feel the sense of community.
Mm.
But when I moved here, oh my God, like I didn't know anyone. So I left my whole family just to move here for my kids' future, right? And so they're so welcoming. Like my son, he goes to a preschool in Wildermore, and he would tell his teacher like, "Oh, like mommy just opened a store in Murrieta." 10 of his teacher came here to support me on my first month.
That's community.
That's amazing, right? And they came in and they're like, oh, like I say on the house, and they say, no, we want to support you. That's why we're here. Please like charge us. And I say, no, I can't charge you because you watch my son. That's why you allow me to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because without them, I don't think I can do this. Like
Facts.
right?
Yeah.
It's very tough. It's very tough to be a mom, a full-time like mom, and then your husband is full-time too. So like we need someone to watch our kids so we have time to work on our dreams too. So those teachers made such a big impact on our life.
And you've never experienced burnout in this arena.
Oh no, I'm burned out, but every time I just drink coffee then. No, I get burned out. I remember the first month I was here, I had one employee, and I was like, her name is Phoebe, and she's amazing. I was like, Phoebe, I'm not feeling well today. I'm gonna sleep in the storage room. So she's like, okay, and like nap in it because she can see my face. Like I was so like waking up at 2, coming here, like clean. Like today you saw my employee clean, right? I used to do that by myself. Opening too, and
Right.
that. And that's a two people
Yeah.
like job.
Yeah.
Right?
There's a
But
lot.
like I have to do it myself. So I was burnt out. And then she's like, go take a nap. And I had a headache, and I was like, oh my God, I'm not feeling well. But you know what? I still have to get up and make drinks because it got crowded. Phoebe
Yeah.
was like, I can't do it myself. You know, she's just working. She doesn't own this place. So she's like,
Right.
Anne, like it's busy now. You got to get up. I got up. I have a big migraine, and I'm like, Anne, migraine after 6 p.m.
Yeah.
I pushed through, and then I was like throwing up, but she's like, okay, now like there's no go in the bathroom, throw up. And then I was like throwing up, and then I came back and I was like, I'm gonna drink medicine, keep up. And then the next day I came home, I was like, honey, I'm done. We're closing the store.
Yeah.
And he's like, just do it, like sleep it off. And then I slept it off, and then I woke up. My body was just like, it's 2:00, wake up, gotta go to the store. Woke up, did the same thing. And then I just have to solve the problem. Like, what can I do to make it different? Hire more people.
Yep. There's a
But, like,
solution.
Yeah, there's always a solution, but you just you just have to do it. Like, you know, like, but push through. Oh man, but that first month, it was horrible. Burnout already, first month. I was just so tired, but now I'm like doing a lot better. And the people the regulars that see me from the very beginning, they're like, oh, you're so much like, you know, happier now.
They're like, you're doing
less
great.
tired now. And
Yeah.
then they don't see me in the morning, and they always ask like, oh, Anne's at home taking her kids. They're like, yeah, I'm so happy for her, you know? Instead of like,
Oh my God, it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
it's tough.
It's tough being 100% all the time.
Yeah.
No one
Okay.
can do that.
But that's what she's trying to do. That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
No,
Like,
not 100%. That's too low. 120%.
100
There you go.
You
feel
have
me?
to. You have to. You can't just be 100%. 100% is like on time. You have to be early.
Where did I hear that one? Inside joke. That was early before the podcast.
Yeah,
yeah.
You have to be early. You can't be on time. That's late
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
120%
Yeah.
in every.
Everything. Because think about it. If you're 100% and that day you don't feel well, it's going to be 90%, right? If you're 120% every day, if that day you don't feel well, it's 100%.
Facts.
Yeah. So you're always going to give that 100% no matter what.
On that note,
I think that's a good spot right there.
woo, and
I'm just a hustler. I'm sorry. I was never like this. I was very lazy before. I'm telling you.
this feels so you though.
Yeah.
This feels so you,
Yeah.
and it's so pleasant. And I just want to say before we close out that I'm going to probably speak for a lot of people, and I hope that we see that in the comments and everywhere we post this interview. You know, there is a vibe here that starts with you,
Oh, thank you.
that starts with the support of your husband, that I think is infectious. And I've felt it not just from you, but from your staff.
Oh,
Every single person that I've met. And I see that that's happening with everybody that walks through this door. You know, I was sitting here almost an hour before the podcast even started, and so many regulars, so many people happy to be here, you know, and you guys, like you said, you know your customers, you want to get to know your customers. It's one of the most pleasant places I've ever been.
oh, thank you.
And that's what keeps me coming.
Oh.
So that's why we have to have you on, because we really do feel that you are raising the bar.
Oh, thank you so much.
Boots.
On that note,
I'll see you next week.
raising the bar, ladies and gentlemen. He did it backwards.
Raising the bar. I'll see you next week.
Yo, what's up? You was about to leave the page without hitting that like and subscribe? Do us a favor, tell a friend, share the podcast. So do the thing. Hit the button so we can bring you more content and grow this channel.